Welcome back to Swordman Josh Gaming, and as I promised about a half an hour ago, I'm going to show you, we're going to open the first third of the Throne of Eldraine booster box. I'm going to show you what I got in my collector's pack as well. So let's get into it and crack some packs and show you what I got. So first off, the buy box promo card is Kinrith, the Return King. Everybody pretty much knows that. No surprises there. But just so you guys all know, yes, I did open it, but here's the packaging. This is the collector's booster, 15 cards. We'll go through, and you can see that I have opened it. No surprise here. But this is exactly what I got yesterday out of this pack. I opened it when I got back from the pre-release tournament. I couldn't help. So yes, I do have some hard packs back here as well because of what I pulled. So we'll do this in order here a little bit. So the first thing, because it's the least fun, is we opened the foil human token. The only way to get the foil tokens out of this set is to actually open them in the collector's sets. Then we got a foil corridor monitor, merchant of the veil, giant skewer, outflank. All of these are foils because they're in the collector's set. Garen Brigg Carver, Brimstone Trebuchet. Yes, I know it's Trebuchet. And all these are foil, like I said. Steel Gaze Griffin, Spinning Wheel as our first uncommon, Steel Claw Lance, and then our three Fairy Tale frames. We got Beanstalk Giant, Silver Flame Squire, and Rimrock Knight. So those were all the basics that we got. Then the important ones that are in the back of the pack. These, of course, are the three that I have over here in hard packs. So the first full art that we got, and hopefully I can get these without a glare on them, is the full art Fires of Invention. It's absolutely gorgeous card, but yeah, that's the full art, extended art, whatever in the world they're calling it, from side to side. Gorgeous card, absolutely love it. Go in the collection. Can't say enough good things about it. Our next card, which this is one of those weird cases, just like the buy a box promo, where the non-foil version is actually worth more than the foil version, is Alayla Artful Provocateur. So, as of right now, I know she's a front-facing card in the Brawl deck, but in the Brawl deck, that copy is going for about, I think, $30, but the non-foil copy, I think, is going for $40. So, the non-foil copy is actually worth more, which is kind of interesting. I don't know how many times that's happened in the past where the foil multiplier actually hurts you instead of helps you. But here is a non-foil copy of Alayla Artful Provocateur, and I absolutely love the artwork on her. One of my favorite pieces of art in the set, so I was happy to open that. And last but not least, the creme de la creme is the foiled full art or extended art or whatever they're calling it, Fabled Passage. I know this is one of the chase rares in the set. I went ahead and looked this up on Card Kingdom, and of course they don't have any of them because I don't expect Card Kingdom to have any right now. But this card's currently going for $130, if you want to believe that, for the foil extended full art, whatever you want to call it, Fabled Passage, with only having, a print run of 10,000 collector sets. There's 12 packs per collector set, and then you have to separate how many full arts there are across all of those in the foils, which is only one slot. I don't think there's going to be too many of these cards available out on the market. I can see them going into people's collections. This one's going into mine, but yeah, you can see the foil on it even through that hard case. It's absolutely gorgeous. Love the card. But that's what we got. So enough on me oohing and awing over my Fabled Passage. Let's get into cracking the first third of this box. The seal is broken. We can't go back. Let's move the king away. The pack for the collector's edition. Let's open this up. Now, I know you can get the fairy tale arts in the regular packs, I believe. I got the one in my pre-release kit. I think you can get them in the regular packs. So let's hope for something good. Let's go down the left side today. Set these aside. 1 second. Alright, so we got our packs. Not quite sure what. We got a dragon and a knight. That's Rowan. I don't know if that's supposed to be Will. I don't know who that's supposed to be. But yeah, that's the pack art. But let's get to cracking these packs and see what we get. I'm going to move them off screen a little bit. Like I said, my top-down camera, all of a sudden Windows decided it was not a valid camera. So I'm using what I normally use for my face cam. That's the reason it's not up here. I'm using it to crack these packs. So let's get cracking. And I believe somebody said that these actually have the pull tabs on them, like the Ultimate Masters packs, but I am not seeing a, unless that's supposed to be it right there in the middle. I'm not seeing a pull tab on these, so I think we're just going to open them the old-fashioned way. I haven't looked at a lot of the prices, only the top prices in the set, so I'm not completely familiar with what we have. We'll go through the commons the first time and the first couple of packs, and then we'll kind of skip through. Fortifying Provisions, Tome Raid, draw a card, it's fairy. Crystal Slipper, Tempting Witch, Wolf Quarry. I mean, a lot of these cards I haven't seen, so we're seeing them for the first time together. All I saw was what I played against at the pre-release. Scorching Dragonfire, Wildwood Tracker, Bake into a Pie, Silver Flame Ritual. We do have a... Oop! Like I said, had to reset here, so it's not sticking the best in the world. See if we can keep things going through this pack. This may happen more than once through here. So those were our commons, right? Yep. So we did get a Fairy Tale border, another Embereth Shieldbreaker, which I pulled in my pre-release pack. We have a Thunderous Snapper. I did pull a foil copy of these in my pre-release pack. A Fairy Vandal. Our rare is Ayara, First of Lochthwain. I think we got a foil back here. We got a foil Gingerbread Cabin. It's still really pretty in a foil, even though it's just a common land. And then our mountain and our food token. And I'm sorry if this camera drops more than once during this. I'll just have to keep setting it back up there. I'm doing the best I can, but I wanted to get a box opening out to you guys. Merchant of Vale, Youthful Knight, Opt, Thrill of Passage, Insatiable Appetite, Giant, Unexplained, Signpost, Bake into a Pie, Blow Your House Down. Here we go. So we're going to start skipping the commons now. Keeper of Fables. Whenever one or more non-human creatures you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Very nice. Rampart Smasher. Can't be blocked by knights or walls. May be relevant. But a 5/5 for 4 still isn't bad. Mysterious Pathfinder. Each creature you control with an adventure enters the battle. Okay, it's an adventure. And we have Fires of Invention. Island and a cute little Boar Token. Isn't he cute? Too bad we don't have too many pigs in Magic. I remember Quest for Quarters. Gosh. Trying to think of his channel. Yeah, he does Quest for Quarters. He has a pig for his symbol. Wow, that's going to irritate me. I'll figure it out later. But we'll go through these. Eventually, I'll think of it probably about the time I get off stream. I guess I need to look a little bit harder and make sure that there's no fairy tale borders as we go through these. I should probably set the fairy tale borders aside so we can kind of get a count on them. Where would that first fairy tale border was here. So we're going to set the fairy tale borders aside just like we do the foils and see where we sit up at the end of this first third. See about how many we can get per box. So for the first we have is Revenge of Ravens. Beanstalk Giant, which I did get in the collector's pack, which we just saw as the fairy tale. We have the Witch's Oven. And then, so what does this do? Sacrifice a creature, create a food token. If the sacrificed creature's toughness was 4 or greater, create 2 food tokens. Okay. And we have another Sorcerer Spy class. I saw that. Hopefully you guys saw it too. This is a standard sideboard card for Eldrazi Tron. It's still a great card. And I pulled one. And then our foil for the pack is, unless we get more than foil, I don't know since M20 how this is going to work. But we have a Fervent Champion foil rare. He's a great one. Can't wait to play with him. I wish he was a legendary creature so that way he could be a commander. And he would be a great commander. But that is what it is. So we got our foil rare. There's our, I haven't seen the fairy token yet. There's a fairy token. So our foil rare so far is Fervent Champion. Let's kind of look through here and see if we have a fairy tale border. If not, we will move on. So there's our commons, no fairy tale borders. So our first one is the Shambling Suit. Then we have Covetous Urge, Cauldron Familiar, which I saw somebody at the pre-release, this just recurred every single turn almost. It allowed him to win. And we have Fae of Wishes. Not the borrower, but this is the wish card, I believe. Yep, choose a card outside the game. So I doubt if this makes it into Tron, but it'd be another way along with Karn to be able to get into your sideboard. I may, since I'm not playing a full Eldrazi Tron deck yet, I may remove some of the green, and if I get enough Fae of Wishes, this may replace Karn because I don't have the Karn yet. I only have 1 copy. So this could still get me into my sideboard, which could be very interesting. We have a foil Oakham Adversary. So lots of foils so far. Not a lot of fairy tale frames, and it looked like the multiplier on the fairy tale frames was about the same as it is on a foil, about 2 times when I looked up the couple of fairy tale frames that I had. Sometimes it was a little more than that. So let's see if we can get any more fairy tale frames, because I'd like to be able to have a nice little collection of them. Here's the, I was talking in my previous video about the pre-release that, come on, focus, about the person who played the wall that they thought they were going to win and I blew their house down. This is the what I'm considering Howl's Moving Castle here. I'm not quite sure what the camera is trying to focus on here. So we're into our commons, or uncommons I should say. We have a Drown in the Lock, and I'm not sure what the camera is trying to focus on. It's supposed to be autofocus. Next we have Clockwork Servant, Burning Yard Trainer, and our rare is Feasting Troll King, 7/6 Vigilance Trample. He's a big guy. When he enters the battlefield, if you cast it from your hand, create 3 food tokens, and you can sacrifice 3 food tokens to returning from your graveyard to the battlefield. So this will probably make its way into my Grun deck. We have a very gorgeous foil island. I absolutely love that island. Even though it's a wishing well, it's not truly an island. That's absolutely... Oh, there we go. Focused in on it now. That's absolutely gorgeous with the starry sky and everything. Love it. And if you guys haven't seen it, here's what adventure cards look like. So you could just be able to know what's truly on exile and what's exile on adventure, which is a very different thing. Commander's Quarters, yes. Mario, I am only got one pack of out of a collector's booster box. It was given away with buying a regular booster box. And I open them in thirds just because I don't have the budget of these big channels to be able to just blow a full booster box. I separate it by thirds so that way I get a little bit of enjoyment, a little bit of pack crack every week of a month, and then the last week I don't get that. So no fairy tale frames in the commons. Then we have Foulmare Knight, Mystical Dispute, which is a counterspell in the set, Frogify, and we have Emery, Lurker of the Loch. There you go, Absolute Cactus. I got my own. Enjoy that. Haha. Another one of the chase cards of the set. Mountain, and there's your 3/1 Trampling Haste Human Warrior that's made off of the card that we talked about in my pre-release pack. So yeah, so far we're about done with this first third, and we've had one extra. There's a turtle for the set. I'm a turtle guy, so I like seeing the turtles. Haven't seen any special full arts or anything else. There's Deafening Silence, Wintermoor Commander, Righteousness, which is a reprint from a long time ago. I think it was actually an unlimited. Different art, like the art better. And our rare is Harmonious Archon, which is actually a mythic. This is a very interesting mythic, especially if you want to run a tokens build. But we will go ahead and set this one up here. Mountain, I don't think we've gotten any more mythics. Again, it's very hard for me sometimes to see mythics just because I'm pretty colorblind. So the difference between that bronze color and that gold color is very difficult for me sometimes. Oh yeah, we can't just skip through all the commons like we normally do. We actually have to look to see if we have the fairy tale borders. But it's not looking like we're getting too many. So our first is Shine Chaser, Sorcerer's Broom. Somewhere somebody will eventually figure out how to break this. I just don't know how yet. Improbable Alliance, and Fae of Wishes. So we got 2 copies of Fae of Wishes. Not horrible, not horrible. And I'm not sure what makes this guy, but there's a 7/7 giant token. I never saw the card that made the giant tokens. So 2 Fae of Wishes, that's not horrible. We haven't hit any of the rare lands yet either. Come on, fairy tale borders. We have Hypnotic Sprite. So this one's interesting because there's a counter spell on the adventure side. So I can see this one seeing some play in a couple different places. Too bad it's an uncommon instead of a common. If it was a common, it would end up being pretty much probably a blue pauper staple. We have Arcanist Owl, which my fiance loves owls, so I'll probably be just giving this card to her since I got another copy, so that way she can hang this up at her house. We have Trail of Crumbs and Escape of the Wilds. We got this is 3 packs left. This is countdown from 3. Open, I say. As I always say every single time, Swordman Josh Gaming, where we can't open packs. So, Smitten Swordsman, that's not one, that's not one. Okay, so still 1 fairy tale frame. Claim the Firstborn. Again, I don't know why my camera's not auto-focusing like it should. Let's do this. We have Sir Alan, the Lion's Claw, the Mad Ratter. Whenever you draw your second card, create 2/1/1 black rats. Cool. And another Fervent Champion. So we got 1 foil, 1 regular. Maybe we see a Fervent Champion deck in the future. Maybe I'll play a little bit of Standard if we keep going at this rate. And there's the new 2/2 Vigilance Knights token. Really do enjoy the artwork. I like what they did with the tokens, making them full art like that. And yeah, I'm sorry, this video is going a little longer than most of the time. Most of the time when I open a third of a booster box, it takes just right at 10 minutes. But it was that collector's pack. Sorry about that, guys. So Tiny, Barge In, Dwarven Mines. We're getting plenty of Golden Egg. I mean, we're just not seeing any fairy tale borders. So we have, oh, I think I see one right behind this card. You could just barely see it. So here's the Marleaf Pixie. And yes, we certainly do. Shepherd of the Flock. So for 1 white, return target permanent you control to its owner's hand. And for a white and a colorless, it's a 3/1 human peasant. And that's a gorgeous fairy tale border. I like it. We have Sage of the Falls. And we have Linden the Steadfast Queen. And this one might be interesting in a white life gain deck in Commander and run the alternate win cards for life gain. But, yeah, we'll see. And last pack. We have not seen a single rare land. I have 2 of them, though. I have the blue one and the white one. But 2 Fae of Wishes in the first third of this box. I'm not going to complain. Well, maybe we can get 1 more fairy tale border. We have Spectre Shriek. My Fae of Wishes was a fairy tale border. Really, Absolute? Oh my gosh, you're right. That's you're right, Absolute. Good call. That's we'll put that up there. And it's even alternate artwork. Love that alternate artwork versus the regular. So good call on that one. So here's the alternate art fairy tale border Fae of Wishes, and here is the regular one. So I like the alternate art one much better. What do you think, Absolute? What'd I do with those? Oh yeah, here they are. Let's go into this last couple of uncommons we got here. So we have Spectre Shriek, Heraldric Banner, Slaying the Fire. Deals 3 damage to any target. If you spend 3 red mana, it deals 4 damage instead. It's just horrible compared to a lightning bolt. And we got a foil in here, so let's see what we get for our rare. Castle Embereth. So it's just a reusable +1/+0 for. I wish it was +1/+0 on trample. That would just make it so much better. I would even be willing to pay 2 red and 2 colorless like you do on a lot of the other rare lands just to get that trample on there as well. But trample's more of a green thing, so give it +2/+0 and something. It just needs something else to be able to be really good. But let's see what our foil is. It is. Oh, was I wrong? I was wrong. I miscounted. There's a boar food token. So if you like what you saw, and thank you for that call absolute on that Fae of Wishes. That's that really is a gorgeous card. Then hit that bell notification. The fairy tale borders are so cool. Wish I would have gotten a couple. I'm sure you will eventually.